Aloha and welcome to Sister Girl Read the Bible, a community of women who decided to grow closer to God through reading one chapter or chapters of the Bible each day. Every day except Sunday, we'll post a video or audio recording of our daily teaching from Scripture from different leaders. Now, whether you're watching our Sister Girl Read the Bible video online or listening to our podcast, this is the place for you to be equipped, empowered, and encouraged. And if you're joining us for the very first time, we like to extend to you an extra warm welcome. Now we invite you to pull up a chair unless you're already seated and join us as we journey through Scripture. Well, good morning and welcome to Sister Girl Read the Bible. My name is Arlene Sumter and it is my joy and my privilege to be with you today. Our reading for today is Numbers chapter 16 through 18. Our teaching will be primarily on Numbers chapter 16. However, before we begin our teaching for today, I want to give you an update on what we're doing with our Sister Girl Group Facebook and our Sister Girl Group podcast. You'll notice that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll have shorter teachings, and the shorter teachings are designed to get you more engaged. We want to hear what God might be speaking to you. So in our Facebook group, our teachings will be followed by discussion questions for you to chat it up in our group chat. On our podcast, of course, we won't be able to chat with you, but we would love for you to take those questions and ponder them throughout the week. And if you want to reach out to us, feel free to let us know how God might be speaking to you through the teaching. All right? Well, let's get to our teaching for today. And if you've read chapters 16 through 18, you would have noticed that these chapters are talking about the sin of rebellion and the sin of jealousy. Now, you would have thought that the children of Israel learned a lesson about rebelling, especially rebelling against their leaders. We saw in Numbers chapter 14, if we just go back a couple of chapters, that those over 20 years of age were not permitted to enter the promised land because they rebelled against Moses and Aaron and Caleb and Joshua. They did not believe that God will take them from Egypt into the promised land. They even said to God, "Did you bring us into the wilderness to die?" And because of such, they did not enter into the promised land. Well, as we come into chapter 16 today, we are told that there's a group of Levite leaders known as the sons of Korah. They, along with a number of people of Israel, have risen in rebellion against Moses and Aaron. Scripture also lets us know that there are 250 chief of the congregation who were chosen by the people to lead the people joining in this rebellion. They all grumbled simply because they believed that they could lead better than Moses and Aaron. We see here hearts of jealousy. Scripture tells us as we move down to verse 31 that because of their sins of grumbling and because of their heart of jealousy that God opened up the earth and closed it over those leaders, their families, and all of their goods. And Scripture also lets us know that God sent fire from heaven to consume those 250 chiefs. Interestingly, you would have thought that that would have been enough to stop the people from grumbling and complaining. However, Scripture lets us know that the very next day, the people said to Moses, "You have killed the people of the Lord." And as a result, God brought a plague that killed 14,700 additional people. Well, as you read this account of Scripture, I want you to ponder about the nature of God. What does it tell you about God? Or what does the Scripture tell you about grumbling and complaining? Well, thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Aloha.